Hi everyone, I am Kanchan Sharma from Impact Learning Classes. In today's video lecture, we are going to discuss about different type of flagella which are found in algae. We are going to discuss about their number, their shape, their sizes, their appendages and what not, their external structure and their internal structure. So stay tuned with the video. First of all, we are going to discuss about different positions of the flagella where they are arising in any algae. So on the basis of their different positions, the flagella are determined in three types. First is anterior. Example of anterior type of flagella is Chlamydomonas. In Chlamydomonas, the flagella are present on the top of the algae. Here you can see this is the anterior position, and on the anterior position the flagella is present. So such kind of position is known as anterior position. Next position is known as the lateral position. Lateral position's example is Ectocarpus. In Ectocarpus, the flagella arise from the laterals of the cell. Okay, so this is Ectocarpus and it have the lateral position of flagella. Last is subterminal position of the flagella and its example is Oedogonium. In Oedogonium, here I am making the diagram. This is the subterminal situation happening here, and flagella are arising from the subterminal condition. So these are the flagella and they are many in number. So it's the example of Oedogonium. Number of flagella also varies from species to species. In Euglena, the number of flagella is only 1. In Volvox, there are 2 flagella which are found. In Eulothrax, the flagella are 4 in number. And in Oedogonium, the zoospore of Oedogonium, zoospore, these are motile spores. On the zoospore of Oedogonium, the number of flagella is numerous. There are so many flagella on the zoospore of Oedogonium. In such a way, we can see that in different species of algae, the number of flagella differs. On the basis of the size of the flagella are determined in 2 categories. First is isoconte and another is heteroconte. Isoconte means when all the flagella which are present in the algae are of same size. That will be known as isoconte. So here I am making diagram of Chlamydomonas. Here you can see like there are 2 flagella and both the flagella are of equal size. So such kind of flagella which are of equal size are known as isoconte. On the other hand, heteroconte means the flagella which are not similar in their sizes. So here you can see I have made one flagella which is longer in size and another flagella which is shorter in size. On the basis of external structure of flagella, they are divided in 2 categories. First is known as Whiplash type of flagella and another one is known as Tinsel type of flagella. The Whiplash type of flagella are also known as acronematic flagella and the Tinsel type of flagella are known as pleuronematic flagella. Pleuronematic flagella. What is the difference between both of them? There are some particular small sized appendages. They can be like scale, they can be like hair. Okay, these appendages, if they are not present on the surface of the flagella, then the flagella will be considered as a Whiplash flagella. Means the Whiplash flagella will be smooth and there will be no appendages. Appendages will not be present on their surface. So say it's Chlamydomonas and it have these flagella and there are no appendages present on their external surface. They are very smooth, shiny. So such kind of flagella are known as Whiplash flagella or acronematic flagella. On the other hand, if we talk about the tinsel type of flagella, tinsel type of flagella have some particular appendages on its surface. These appendages could be in the could be as scales, or they can be as hair, and these appendages are known as flimmers. Flimmers. These appendages are known as flimmers, which are present on the surface of the pleuronematic or tinsel type of flagella. Here I am making the appendages. Appendages are present on the outer surface of the flagella. Tinsel flagella are further divided in three more categories. First one is pentonematic, second one is stichonematic, and third one is haptonematic. So in tinsel type of flagella, the appendages are present, and the pattern of the appendages will be decided by these all types. In pentonematic flagella, the appendages are present all over the flagella, all over the flagellar body. Here we can see, like I have drawn, this is a flagella, okay, and on the surface of the flagella, both the sides are covered with the help of the small hair-like structure of flimmers, okay. Next is stichonematic. In stichonematic, only one side of the flagella will be covered with the help of appendages or flimmers. So I am drawing here only. You can see it's a flagella, and it's only one side, either this side or this side. These are covered with the help of appendages. On the other hand, if we talk about haptonematic type of flagella, they are different from both of them. It have only 7 to 8 flimmers present on it, and its anterior portion is swollen, and such kind of flagella, I am drawing it, can be seen as coiled structure. So it is a coiled structure, and its anterior portion is somehow swollen. So such type of flagella are known as haptonematic flagella. Haptonematic flagella act as the receptor portion or the attachment site, okay. Now moving further, we will discuss about the internal structure of the flagella. Internal structure of the flagella, it is made up of 11 fibril, and it is arranged in 9+2 position, okay. 9 are the peripheral fibril and 2 are the central fibril. The flagella emerge out from a swollen base, which is known as blepharoplast. From the blepharoplast, it has emerged out, and the flagella is covered with the help of the cytoplasmic sheath. This is the cytoplasmic sheath, okay, and here there are 11 fibrils. The end portion of the flagella, which is not covered by the cytoplasmic sheath, is known as end piece. If we cut the section of a flagella from here, we will see a round structure in which 11 fibrils are present. 2 fibrils are centrally located, which are known as central fibril, and 9 fibrils are located at the peripheral side. These are known as peripheral fibers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, in such a way they are arranged in 9+2 position. So 11 fibrils are making the internal structure of the flagella. Flagella are very important if we talk in terms of algae. Flagella help the algae to move from one place to another place, specifically in the unicellular algae and the algae which are found in a synovial structure. Unicellular algae like Chlamydomonas and algae which are found in synovial structure are like volvox. They all have flagella around them. With the help of their flagella, they can move from one place to another place. As well as the flagella are formed on the spores also. During the reproduction, on zoospores, the flagella are present, which help them to move from one place to another place. During sexual reproduction, the male gamete also have the flagella on its surface, with the help of the flagella, it can go to or it can approach to the female sex organ for the fertilization process. In such a way, flagella are very important for the algae. So friends, this is all about the flagella which are found in algae. I hope this video lecture was helpful for you. If you like this video, please press the subscribe button and do follow us, and comment below if you want to know more information regarding this topic. My name is Kanchan Sharma, and thank you so much for watching the video.